Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh. Welcome everyone to my 25th session. In this session, I'm going to talk about crossover between different charts. So, guys, in my previous sessions, I have spoken about lollipop chart. I have spoken about line and column chart. We have discussed about dual axis chart. We have spoken about column versus shape chart. We have spoken about bar in bar chart. We have discussed among them about all of these charts. So in this session, I'm going to consolidate all my understanding about all these charts, whatever we have done so far. I just want to consolidate all of them together in one video so that we can develop the correlation between these charts. So whenever we talk about crossover, guys, so here in this crossover, I'll have one dimension in these all these crossover. I have one dimension and I have two measures. Okay, so all these crossover charts, what I'm talking about, here I have one dimension and two measures. So these two measures, what I am studying here, either those two measures are sales and sales, okay, or those two measures are sales and profit. So I'm talking either in the term of sales and sales, or either I'm talking the term of sales and profit. So all this data, whatever we are doing, we are studying on what we are studying, basically all our understanding on the Excel workbook called Sales Superstore. Okay, so whichever framework you'll study in Tableau, all my understanding, all my calculation I will do on which Excel workbook, I'll do on this Sales Superstore workbook. Okay, so when I'm talking about these parameters, I'm talking about these charts. These charts is nothing but it's a crossover between different scenarios where we are using either line chart with a column chart, or we are using column chart with a column chart, or we are using column chart with a circular chart, so or we are using column chart with some shapes. Okay, so altogether that is what our understanding is all about. So now what I will do, now I'm going to talk about, first I'm going to discuss about lollipop chart. So when I'm talking about lollipop chart, so my understanding about lollipop chart is that lollipop chart is something like this. So when you study about lollipop chart, it is something like this. A lollipop chart is something like this. So for this, what this is all about, this is your bin, this is your column chart or bin, and this is your circular chart. Okay, you are getting it right. So for the lollipop chart, and for the lollipop chart, I need one column chart and one circular chart, where both the circular chart and column chart, I'll take one measure or one class interval having continuous data, that I'll take either sales or either profit. Okay, I cannot take two different measures here. Okay, so I'll take the same measure in both the scenario. Okay, so here if I'm talking about a lollipop chart, here suppose if I'm discussing about lollipop chart, so let me just give a name for this lollipop chart. So in the case of lollipop chart, okay, so I need one dimension. Let my dimension is subcategory. Let my dimension is subcategory, and then I need measures. So I'll need measures. So I'll take one measure as sales. So I put that under row. So the moment you put under row, you will get a columnar representation, which talks about the relationship between category and the sales. Here by default, the sum of sales will come in the row. If you want to change this, you can go to measure, and here you can change to any other mathematical function, whatever you're looking for. These are called as measure names. You can use any of these measure names. Okay, now by default you will get a column representation whenever you take a dimension and measure. Okay, so here I can change this to line also if I want. Okay, or I can change to any other shape. I can go to shape, I can change its shape to anything else. Whatever I want, I can do this work. Okay, if I want, I can go with more shapes, and I can search for some palettes here to talk about the relationship, something like this you can do, and that way the relationship can be reflected. But more generally, whenever you take one dimension and one measure, you will get a columnar representation. If you want to see the magnitude of this, values which is there in the form of sales, just drag the sales under levels. If you do this, you will get this. You can arrange this data in ascending order, or you can arrange this data in descending order. You can switch from vertical chart to the horizontal chart, or horizontal to vertical chart. You can do right click here. You can go to format. Okay, you can do right click here. You can go to format, and when you go to format, what you can do, you can change the background color. If you want, you can change the background color. If you want, you can change the background color. Okay, go to field, uh, subcategory. So if I click on subcategory, then under subcategory, if I change the the background colors and all, I can do this. Okay, the way you want, it will happen the same way. Okay, subcategory. So I say pan. So you can change this like this way: alignment. Okay, header, shading, font and all. You can change this. Grind lines, if you don't want any grind lines, you can put none all the places, so you can understand all this thing by yourself. Okay, so you here, whenever I have two parameter, here one dimension, one sales, I can arrange the data in any way. I can look for any kind of graphical representation. The way I want, I can create that graphical representation. Whatever way I want, I can create that graphical representation here. Now I can switch from vertical to horizontal, horizontal to vertical. I can change their format. Fine. Then what I can do here, this, because this is a crossover chart where I want to draw lollipop chart, you need two measures. So again, I'll drag this sales. So put sales either under row. Okay, don't put on the primary vertical axis. You can put on the secondary vertical axis. The movement, if you put on the secondary vertical axis, you'll get two representation here. So you can change this from ascending order to descending order. This side descending to ascending, or this side ascending to descending. You can do that. You can change the place. You can do the same thing here. You can change this sorting of the data. You can do this. Clear? So once you're done with this, okay, now once you're done with this work, you get the subcategory, you get the sum of sales, both the side. Okay, now what I want for the lollipop chart, what I basically want, if I'm working on lollipop chart, to work on lollipop chart, I need one column chart. I need one column chart. On the top of that, I need one circular chart. I need one column chart. On the top of that, I need a circular chart. So here what I can do, I have the column chart. Okay, so one of the chart is column that I have. Okay, and the another one I want circular. Now here, if you see marks, here you can see three marks. One is for all, if you want to make some changes in all, or this is for sum of sales for the first, the sum of sales what you have put, and this is for the second sum of sales. Now if I want, because I want one representation to be circular, so I'll go to the second sum of sales, and here I'll click on circle. Here I'll go and click on the circle. So once I go and click here the circle, okay, if you want, you can change the color of them. Whatever color you want, you can do that. Okay, then, so once you're done with this, okay, once you are done with this, okay, then you come to the first sum of sales, which is represented by these rectangles or these columns. Okay, go to size and reduce the size. So this is what lollipop chart is all about. So when we are working on lollipop chart, we'll represent the data in this way. So you can change the color if you want. If you want, you can change the color of this. how you want. You can change their color. It will make, it will looks very significant here. Clear? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? So this is what lollipop chart is all about. Now, like there's other kind of representation which we can discuss, that is called column to shape chart. Column chart versus any shape chart. So for that also, I need two measures. I need two measures, and the both the measures should be same only. So again, I'm considering the same thing. So I'm putting my subcategory. I'm putting my subcategory under column what we have. Then I'll put one sales one under row. Okay, then I'll put the sales two also under row. I can use dual axis, or I can put the second sales on the secondary axis. Okay, once I'm done with this, then I'll get a circular representation between the two sales. I'll get a circular representation. It look like a scatter diagram. So then what I can do, if I go to automatic, if I go here marks, under marks I can see, under marks I can see three condition. Either I'll see all, either it will show me all, or well, if I go under mall marks, either it will show me all, or it will show me sum of sales one, sum of sales one, and it will show me sum of sales two. It will show me sum of sales two. Okay. So the same thing what you can get here, like what you got when you drawn the lollipop chart. So here the same thing I want. If I'm talking about column versus any shape chart, so go to the first here bar, increase its size little bit. Okay, increase its size little bit. Okay, go to the second sum of sales, and here you want any shape. You don't want lollipop with the top being circular. Here you can go, and here you just click here down, click on shapes, and you can choose any shapes here. Any shapes you want, you can choose any shape. Like you can see the shape of bug, anything. You can put plus sign. Okay, you can put zero, or you can put any shape down, right. You can go to more shapes. Okay, and you can go and change anything like this. Click on apply. Okay, so it look like a windmill or something. So you can create any shapes like this. So if you want, you can put you can put your photo also. Just install your photo in the system, in Google Drive or somewhere. Just do that, and once you have done that, what you can do, uh, once you have uploaded your photo in the system, then what you can do, go to documents. Under documents, go to my Tableau repository. Under that, what you can do, under that you can go to, under my Tableau, go to shapes. Under shapes you go to bug tracking. Okay, and under bug tracking you can put any photo. So here I have uploaded a photo of a newborn baby. Okay, so you can upload any photo inside this path. Remember this path what I'm talking about. My Tableau repository, then shapes, then bug tracking. Okay, once you're done with this, then you can go to this shapes, go to more shapes, then here go down, click on bug tracking, the same bug tracking, and that shape whichever you want, just click there. Okay, you first reload that shape, because that shape will not come first time. When you see that shape will not come, reload that shape. Okay, then click on apply, and then press OK. That shape will come here. Clear, everyone? Any doubt, anyone? Please ask questions if you have any doubt. Everyone understood this, right? Now, what is left to discuss? We have done lollipop chart. Okay, we have done column to shape chart. So what is left is line to column chart. We have to discuss is dual axis chart, and the third one which we'll discuss is bar in bar chart. For all this, we'll use dimensions. Your dimensions, what you can use, for the line diagram, or if you want line diagram directly, then your dimension should be date. So I'll use order date. And the measures here, will use two measures here. One measure will use is sales, and the another measure what we'll use is the profit. Okay, so here we'll use two measures. We'll use sales and the profit, and the dimension what we use is the order date. So I hope you understand this part. Again, we'll follow the same set of steps to get the answer. Like here, you can see if here what I'll do. Suppose if I first talk about line diagram. So line chart, to get the line chart, I'll take order date, put in the column. I'll take order date, put under column, and then I'll take the sales. Okay, and I'll put the sales under row. If you do this, you will get this representation. You can click on standard. From here, you click on entire view. So then you can drag the sales over levels. Okay, then you can drag the sales over level. So you can easily understand the way that sales of the company has changed over the year. So initially it went down, but then it have forward positive slope. If you want, you can change the color of this, any color whichever you like. You can change this color of this. If you want, you can change its shape also. The way you want, you can increase its shapes also. So all this you can do very easily. Now this here you are getting uh, the comparison of sales, how the sales of this company has changed over the time period. This is called time series analysis. In statistics, we'll call this as a time series analysis. You are analyzing the sales of the company over different time period. If you want, you can compare the same thing on region basis. So here you have four regions like central, east, south, west. You can consider the same thing under different region basis. You can see like over the period of 4 years how each region has actually progressed with respect to the other region. So instead of talking region wise, if you want, you can compare the same thing category wise. Okay, you can compare the same thing category wise. Here, the three categories are given: furniture, office supplies, and technology. You can understand among them. So, although this data level is not that much appropriate, but you can easily understand the difference between them. The most thickest one is the technology, then this is the technology, then this is the office supplies, and this is the furniture. In case of doubt, you can always point your mouse over there. It will help you. So this will show the movement of each of them. Otherwise, you simply click here, you will get an understanding. Okay, so you can make this comparison either region wise, or you can do category wise, or you can do segment wise. If you want, you can do the same analysis segment wise. You have three segments. You have consumer, you have corporate, you have home office. You can see the movement or the way they have performed with respect to the sales, how they have done. You can again do this comparison. Okay. Now coming back to the original data, this was your original data. Okay. If you want, you can further segregate this order date. You can easily understand they are discrete data because they are representing here with blue color, while the continuous data is represented by the green color. If you simply click here, you can see like for the 4 years, you can see the performance in different quarter wise. Clear, very simple. We got this. Okay. The same thing I did like this, some like a pie way. Fine. So once you are done like this, so if you want, you can further do this month wise. So all these year, month wise, 16, 17, 18, 19, all the months you can see. You can see, but you can easily notice they're discrete data. You can understand. They don't have any bridge among them. You can easily understand this. You're getting it right. They all are discrete data. Now Now if I want, you go put drop down arrow here, click on quarter, see their values quarter wise. So this is representing continuous data. You can understand this. It's a continuous. Although the color is still blue, but you can see they are asking you convert disk to discrete because it's a continuous. You can click on month. So in the year 2016, all the months data is given. Now, if you go and again click on month, so it will show month and year together. But here, I wanted to see month and year together. And at the same time, this is reflecting continuous data, which you can easily understand by looking at this green color. But here, I don't wanted like year wise. Here, I wanted this to be month wise. So what you can do, just click here, go to format, okay, and here click on pan. No. So here you can see alignment, make it up. So now you can see the same thing month wise. Now here, in place of line, if I make it bar, so I'll get the same representation what I got earlier in the line diagram basis. Here I got in the form of columnar representation. Okay. So this till now this much, it looks good till now whatever I have done. So it looks good. So what I can do, to do further analysis, because this class is all about crossover chart. So I need two measures. So the another measure what I'm going to use here is the profit. Either drag the profit over the secondary axis, either drag the profit over the secondary axis, or put here. When you'll stop, means when, if you want to drag, put it on secondary axis till some more profit is coming, don't put. Okay, don't remove your cursor from the mouse. The moment you see this rectangle, then only do that, when you can see the secondary axis. Or you just put your profit here. Okay, you can see you have put in your profit here. Here you can see the sales of the company over the year. Here you can see the profit of the company over the years. Okay, here if you want, now if you see the marks, under marks you can see three parameters are there, all sum of sales, sum of profit. To make it comparison, you can see, you can change the color of the profit to some other color. Okay, you can do this. Okay, or you can change the graph of the profit to line or anything else. You can do this work. So you can do more analysis of uh, order date basis over the sales and the profit. You can do this analysis. Or what you can do to bring both of them together on one axis, click on the sum of profit, click on dual axis. Now both came in one parameter. They both came together in one parameter. You can see them. Both came in one parameter. Now what you can do, you can go to sum of sales, go to size, decrease its size. Okay, decrease its size. Okay, so now what you can do, uh, now for the sum of profit, if you want bar in bar diagram, I'll make as a bar. Okay, so for this, I'll reduce the size, change the color, edit color to any color, whichever you want. Go to some case sales, here increase its size. So here you can compare, you can see the profit and the sales. You can use circular representation also, or you can use bar in bar representation. You can use any other, you can use column with circular representation. So your sales is in column and your profit is in circle. Your sales is in column, your profit is in any shape, that doesn't matter. So all that possibilities you can look upon whenever you are doing this. The sum of profit, if I go and change the color, so you can do this. Okay, you can see the sales. You got this on the basis of order date. Okay, the same thing you got in the basis of order date, you will get the same thing on the basis of their subcategories. You can drag the subcategory over column. You will get the same thing on subcategory basis. Now, if you see sales, you can see this arrow is there for the sorting of the data. I can sort the data on the descending order of sales. You can see something like one of the subcategories table, okay, which is like kind of having fourth largest sales, but the profit of that is negative of 2,06,966. Again, you can see back, you can see bookcases, it again have the negative profit, while the suppliers have also the negative profit. So this negative positive profits and all, we'll discuss when we do conditional formatting in Tableau. So there will stress more understanding about this negative and positive profits. Next class also, once you're done with this class, make sure that you watch my next video. There I'll talk about conditional formatting, how will I reflect them, that will speak when we'll do the next video. So here you can understand among them. Okay, you can use column, you can use column to uh, any shapes representation, all you can do anything here to represent the comparison between the sales and the profit, where the red color rectangle is representing the sales, while the line what you can see that represent the profit. You will see something like paper have very less revenue, but the profit is very good. So you can understand among them. Clear everyone? Anyone have any doubt? So you can discuss among them like this way. Now if I remove the subcategory from here, and if I put the order date, if I put the order date here, so again if I put the order date, again you can see down, again the year came. Let me just format this year. Go to format year. Anyway, let me do it again only. So if I put order date under column, and then if I put sales under row, okay, so I can analyze this in many different ways. Okay, already we have discussed among them. We have seen all the possible months. Okay, so these 4 years we have seen all the possible months what can be possible here. So I can click on months. Okay, I can further click on months. So it will for all the 4 years it will show all the months with the year. Okay, now you go to format. Okay, alignment, make it up. Okay, once you're done with this, go here, make it bar. Okay, make it bar. Okay, so you can see this data. Now then what you can do, put the profit under in the row and click on dual axis. So you can see this representation. Now for the line versus column chart, I have sales in the form of column, while I want profit to be represented in the form of line. So wherever the line is going below zero, you can understand they have negative profit. So that you can understand by looking at this diagram. Okay, so you have sales, you have profit based on the order date. You can see the representation of column and the line diagram. This is what we talk about, the representation here, where your sale is in columns, while your profit is in line diagram. If you want to see the value of the profit, drag and put profit under levels. So you can easily understand where your profit is negative, where your profit is positive. What about the sales? You can see the Ligand sale is represented with a red color line, profit is represented with blue color line. So you can make the comparison like this way. Okay. Or if you see, if you put the profit under bar only, okay, and if you reduce the size of this profit, go to manual. So this is like bar in bar diagram. You're comparing one bar with the another bar. Clear, everyone? So if you want to arrange this data ascending or descending order, you can use subcategory that will make your comparison much more better way. So if you want the the relationship between column and the circle, so what you can do, you can put profit in circular representation. You can put profit in circular representation, and you can reduce the size of sum of sales. Okay, and you can make the profit in circle, increase its size. So you can see negative profits down. So you can compare column with line diagram, you can compare column with circular representation, or you can compare column with column. Here we need two measures. Those two measures, what we are looking for are sums and profit, and based upon them we can make our calculation very easy. In the next class we'll discuss how in this form of analysis, whenever you are making crossover between two different charts, how you can use conditional formatting, or how you can put booleans algebra logic, so that your visibility or application of Tableau as a data visualization tool become much more significant. So guys, I hope you have understood what all we have done in this session. So it was really fun interacting with you from last so many classes. And with that intention, it's time to goodbye to all of you. And we are good to go. I hope you are understanding whatever we have discussed so far. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you very soon for the next class. God bless you. Bye.